What's up, YouTube? It's Kenny again. Well, you win some, you win some. How many of y'all said you was gonna lose? How many of you said I was gonna lose? All right, y'all see what SOXL did today? Well, we're out, folks. I sold at $31.96 for a $276 profit on that trade. All right. That's a what? What is that? We call it 275. That's a 275, 3, 4, 45, $445 profit in about a week of swing trading. All right, so that doesn't quite offset the whole Tesla loss yet, but I'll tell you what it does offset: the $270 Hyliion loss that I'm sitting on. So I'm working it, guys. I'm getting it up there. I'm starting to offset these losses. Now, this SOXL trade, this may not be the end of it, okay? Now, I sold it a little bit early. I was coming up to my spot where I had to drop my load. I was going to have to be out of the truck. I felt like it was going to keep running, but I needed to get out of it because I couldn't babysit it. And I didn't want to set a stop loss, trailing stop loss, because if it would have dropped, I wouldn't have gotten as much profit. It did run all the way up to $32.68, so I could have made about another $75 on it, $70 on it if I'd have held it longer. Started to drop now. It's down to $32.46, kind of floundering there, and this is what I'm hoping for, okay? I'm hoping that we get a nice drop in this last hour of trading and a dip on Monday morning. So if that happens, if it dips back down, and it dips back down pretty good on Monday morning, I'm going to buy it again, all right? Because I totally see this running back up to 35, if not back up to 38 or 40. Short-ish term, okay? I feel like it's going to keep running. We've gotten past, it was coming down, dropping down, coming into the CPI data, inflation data coming out and stuff. It was dropping down for a few days coming into that, and it just dropped so low, But if we can get back down to, say, below where I sold it, if we get down to 31, in the 30s, 29 would be better, I may buy it again and swing it a second time. I'm also still keeping my eye on Cinemark, seeing what it does. And I'm actively looking for other possibilities to swing trade. But I really like this SOXL for swing trades. Assuming it continues to be volatile, because it's still well below where it was a few weeks ago. And like I've said in the other videos about it, these semiconductors are not going anywhere. These semiconductor companies, this fund has AMD and Nvidia, and it also has Marvell. It has some of these semiconductor companies that are not going away, guys, and they're profitable. And the fact that the semiconductor shortage is going on is going to only cause expansion in these companies, and it only is going to increase their profitability, because as of right now, these companies are able to just sell just as much as they can make. And the more they can make, the more they're going to, when their earnings come, this next round of earnings, they're going to show it. They're going to make some good earnings. So it's still kind of trying to drop. It's a big 11% move on this fund today, so it was really nice. I'm just gonna, like I said, continue to try to identify spots to swing trade. I talked with a buddy of mine who he's a subscriber, and he actually got on this trade as well. He sold a little sooner than I did, but he made some money on it as well. And he was saying, I was saying that I have been seeing a lot of opportunities to swing trade, and he was saying that he's kind of been getting his ass kicked trying to swing trade lately. And my advice to that is, don't try to swing trade any of these speculative stocks like Hyliion and, you know, all of these spec stocks that everybody talks about in all the comments. Oh, this one, SOXL, you know, all these really speculative stocks with no earnings. If you're going to swing something, you need to find something that's profitable, that's going to definitely expand into the future, but that has been beat down or has had a recent sell-off or something like that. You know, that's the way I've always swing traded. I mean, back before all of this happened, when I was swing trading, I was doing it in some more speculative stocks, but at that time the market was behaving differently. And so now it's important that you swing stocks that, like, if it was to sell off and you were to get stuck in it, if you held it for 6 months, you'd be able to get back in the green. You know what I mean? Whereas a lot of these stocks like Hyliion and stuff like this, if you're looking at them for a swing trade, anything could happen. You know, Plug Power, Fuel Cell, you know, all of these, Charge Point, all of these stocks that are the popular YouTube stocks and stuff like that, those could do anything. They could keep going down. They could, you know, you could think they're going to come up and then they just, bam, just go down some more. So you need to, if you're going to think about swing trading, it needs to be in stocks that you know for sure, or, you know, relatively for sure, are going to make moves in the short term. Because when you're talking about swing trading, you're talking about short term, you know. And like, I just knew this stock was going to do something. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but I could feel it. I could see what was going on. And, you know, so I'm still watching it. And I'm going to be looking into some other triple leverage funds, maybe by sector, you know, to try to figure out, like, how I could capitalize more on these triple leverage funds in these types of situations where a certain sector has sold off for a couple weeks, like kind of artificially or whatever. Like, I'm going to be trying to identify these because, like I say, I mean, I really do feel like this SOXL is going to go back up to that $38 mark. I mean, it's been up 38 and 40. And, you know, even now it's 32.39. I mean, which is way below that. And so, you know, I'm still feeling like even now, like it's a pretty good buy for a swing. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not follow me. Like, do your own research. These are risky plays, you know what I mean? I'm not your mama. I know I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, but I am not your mama. If you get involved in one of these risky trades, don't come crying to me if you lose your ass, because you've got to, you know, I'm in a position where I'm able to sit here and just eyeball it and watch it and never take my eyes off of it while I'm driving down the road. You know, that's the kind of position that I'm in. Not everybody has that opportunity or that luxury, but because I'm able to sit here and really just watch it and not stop watching it, you know, it works to my advantage. Anyway, so guys, join the Patreon. Nobody's joining the Patreon. What's up with that? Anybody else make money? Anybody else make some money on this trade? Did anyone else decide to jump in on this trade and make a bunch of money? I'm not telling you what to do, but, you know, I know at least the guy that I know on Facebook that subscribes to me, he jumped in on it. We've actually made some trades, like, in tandem several times. We've made some money on NNDM and some other stuff. So, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. Congratulate me or, you know, eat some crow if you told me I was going to lose this trade, or if you thought I was going to lose this trade. I mean, you know, you win some, you win some. That's just how it is. I know I'm being a joker, but, you know, I will surely eventually lose on one of these swing trades, okay? I have in the past, and I'm sure I will plenty in the future, but, you know, I'm being pretty careful right now, you know, trying to identify just the right spots, and so far it's working out. One more decent trade and I'll have made up for that Tesla loss. And really, if you factor in how much it's gone down, like, I'm over it already. I mean, but can't do that. That's cheating. You know what I mean? As it stands, I've lost when I sold Tesla, I had lost about $620. And what did I say? We're up 445. So we're getting pretty close. I was considering selling Hyliion and waiting for it to go back down and buy back in, but I didn't do it because I had offset that just with this one trade today. I had offset all my Hyliion losses, but I didn't do it. Still holding everything else. Tesla's the only thing that I sold. Actually, I sold that little GGTTF penny stock that I had, but you know, I didn't have I only had like $170 in that, but that was at around the same time I sold Tesla. So that's where we're sitting, guys. We're about, what was it, 440, about $180 away from offsetting that Tesla loss. So if I can get one more good trade, we'll be past that. And what's this put me at? About $3,200 to work with right now, something like that. And we're just going to keep plugging away, see how it works out. Thanks for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave me a comment down below, and join the fucking Patreon.